Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. This time we're going to look at the various types of mortgages available and looking at which is the best for you. So we'll start at the very beginning. A mortgage is a loan similar to a car or any other loan, with the main difference being that it's what's known as secured on your home. That means that the lender's name is registered on the deeds, and if for some reason you're unable to make the monthly payments, they have the right to take you to court and possibly even force you to sell the property, which of course nobody wants, and this is called repossession. Every mortgage has a start date and an end date. It's what's known as the term of the mortgage. I'll be talking about that in another video. But in regards to rates, the best way to think about this is that each lender has one rate. This can go up or down, so it's what's known as a variable rate. And because it's standard to each lender, it's called the standard variable rate. Hopefully, you won't have to pay that rate unless there's a really good reason to do so, because lenders will give you two options. The first is another variable style of mortgage, which again can be separated into two types. The first of those being a tracker mortgage. A tracker mortgage follows the Bank of England base rate. If the base rate goes down, then your payment will go down. But if the base rate goes up, then your payment also goes up. So as you see, you've no security of knowing what the payment will actually be. The second is what's known as a discounted rate. This is very similar to a tracker rate, but follows the lender's standard variable rate rather than the Bank of England base rate. So as a tracker follows the Bank of England base rate and a discounted rate follows the lender. So why on earth would someone want such a mortgage, I hear you ask? Well, in some cases, there are lenders that would allow you a lot of flexibility with a variable rate. For example, you can make unlimited overpayments or even pay off the whole mortgage with no early repayment charge if you want to. Meet Tristan. He's a city banker. He's on about £100,000 a year, and his mortgage balance is £50,000. Now, if he's a good city banker, and I'm sure he is, he'll get a bonus of £50,000. So what he could do is he could either use his bonus to pay a small chunk of his mortgage off, or even the whole mortgage. So that's the flexibility that works well for him. And if his mortgage payment does have to go up, then because he doesn't owe a lot, it's not really of a problem for him. You might feel that rates are coming down soon and take advantage of that situation. As long as you're aware that they could also go up, then again, a tracker rate might be suitable for you. Most people, however, go for what's known as a fixed rate. It does what it says on the tin. A lender will fix that rate for a period of time. And that could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and even 10 years are quite standard, although other fixed terms are available. The longer you fix the mortgage for, then the longer you have the security of knowing what your payment is going to be. It does come at a price though, and if you want to repay large chunks of money, or even all of the mortgage, you'll have to pay what's known as an early repayment charge, which could run into thousands. You do still have a degree of some flexibility though, because most lenders will allow some form of small overpayments to the mortgage, and even allow you to take the deal to another property. This is known as porting, but be careful because there are terms and conditions attached, so it's a trade-off of security versus restrictions. At the end of the fixed rate, you'll automatically go onto the lender's standard variable rate, which could mean a big rise in payments. At that time, we could stick with your existing lender or look at changing the product to go to another lender. But what we have to do is look at all of the costs and timescales involved. So when you do find a property, I recommend that you have a good long think about how long you see yourself living there. If it's a flat or an area you don't know, perhaps a shorter period would be better. Or if it's a longer term forever home, then perhaps we should explore longer term fixed rates, although always keeping in mind your monthly budget and possible life plans. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please feel free to make any comments below, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if I can be of any help in any way possible, please visit my website and contact me, and I'll be delighted to help.